Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to solve Exp22 Excel Chapter 7 Hands-on Exercise Assessment Salary. Basically, this is the 7th chapter of newly introduced course Excel 2022. I will do this assignment step by step and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do this assignment for you, if you want me to do this complete course for you, just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID that I have mentioned in the description of this video. You can hire me for your all courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology or writing assignments, etc. So let's solve this assignment step by step and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. I request you to subscribe to my channel, please comment to my video and like my video. Thank you so much. Let's start this assignment from step 1. Title of the assignment is Exp22 Excel Chapter 7 Hands-on Exercise Salary. First step of the assignment is to download your file, this one. That is the Excel file where we are supposed to solve these all steps. So this is our solution file. So we will download this file and we will start from step 2 to do this assignment. So step number 2 is in cell F7 of the 1-date logic worksheet, that is the name of the worksheet, and in F7 we are supposed to insert the year function to identify the year from the date stored in cell E7. So basically we are supposed to use the year function to identify the year from the date stored in E7. Use the fill handle to copy the function from cell F7 to the range. Then we will use the fill handle to get the other year down to the column F using the fill without formatting option. So let's do this step. We will do this step now and go to our sheet. So this is 1-date logic worksheet and we are supposed to use the year function in cell F7. This is. So let's do the year function. We can simply copy. We can simply copy year, or we can go to the formula tab. This one, and from date and time we can select the year function. This one. So we can select from this one as well. So we will simply type year and our serial number will be E7 and we will click OK and we got the year from this date. The date stored in E7 is this one and we got the year that is 2010 and now we will use the autofill handle to get the other values down to the column and we will use the fill without formatting. Click this arrow sign and fill without formatting, this one. So that is our step number 2. Now we will move to our next step, that is step number 3. In step number 3 it is saying that in cell G7 insert the year FRAC function using the higher date and last day of the year. Use relative and mixed references correctly. Use the fill handle to copy the function in cell G7 to the range. So first we will use the year FRAC function in cell G7. So let's do this step now. So we will use here FRAC function here. this one, and so started with this one. So started will be E7, and now our ended will be this one, and we will use substitute a reference for this one. And you can see that we got the year implied for this, and now we are supposed to use the fill handler to copy the function down to the column using fill without formatting. So now we will use this fill handler to copy the function down to the column, and we will make it fill without formatting. So I have shown you two steps for this assignment. First one was the year head. We got the year from the date stored in the E7 using the year function. Then we use the year FRAC function to get the year implied. And now we will move to our next step, and our next step is step number 4 now. Step number 4 is in cell H7 inside the weekday function using the higher date, copy the function from cell H7 and paste the range H8 H23. So basically we are supposed to use the weekday function in cell H7. So we will use the weekday 7 in cell H7 now. So this is H7, and we are supposed to use the weekday function here. This is our weekday, and we are supposed to use the E7, and we got the days of the week 2. Then it is saying that paste to the range, and we will paste to the range. We will use the autofill handle like this one. Select the range S7 up to I23 and apply the custom number format DD. So that is step number 5. We will do the step number 5 now. So we will first select the range, and we will apply the number format of DDD. So copy this range, and we will select this range first. Just paste it here, and see it is selected. Go to the home tab now. After going to home tab now, click on this arrow, click the custom number format, and we are supposed to use the DDD here. Then we will get the name of the day after using this custom number format. You can see that we got the name of the weekday. So that is our step number 5, and then we are supposed to apply the left horizontal alignment to this range. So we will use the left horizontal alignment, this one, and our step number 5 is done now, and we will move to step number 6 now. So next step is step number 6 now. Step number 6 is in cell C7 insert the switch function. So we are supposed to insert the switch function to identify the city in cell B7. Switch Atlanta for south, switch Boston for the northeast, switch Chicago for the midwest, switch Cleveland for the midwest. Insert city name as text string and use mixed references to the cells containing the regions. Copy the function from cell C7 and paste to the range. So basically we are supposed to use the switch function in cell C7. That switch function is always used to change one name to another name. So if condition will match, it will be changed to another one. So we are supposed to use this switch function, and let me do this step and we will insert the switch function in cell C7 first, and then we will copy the function down to the column C to get the other values. Let's do this step now. So we will use the switch function here. So this is our switch function and we will enter the values in the function. So expression will be B7. So value 1 will be a delta result 1 will be south, value 2 is Boston, and result will be Midwest. C3 or it is saying C4, let me see. So sorry, it is C4. So value 3 is Chicago, and result will be Midwest cell C3. So it will be C3, and last one is Cleveland. This one, and value should be C3 again. This one, so it should be C3. So you see that for a delta it should be south, and now we will use the autofill handle. Then I will show you how we got these values. Now you can see that for a delta it was required that it should be south. This one, for this one you can see that it should be south. For Boston it should be mid, northwest, northeast. So let me show you the Boston. This one you can see the northeast. So we have used the switch function. So value switches from the city to region using the switch function. This is our switch function, you can see that, and we got the value by using the switch function. So our step number 6 is completed now. Now we will move to our next step, and our next step is step number 7 now. In step number 7 we are supposed to use the in cell J7 insert the if function to test if the hire date is before 1/1/2013. So we are going to test the hire date using the if function, because if function is always used when we are testing any logic. So we are going to test the hire date here. If so, the bonus is 8% of the salary. So if the hire date is before 1/1/2013, then bonus will be 8% of the salary. So we will multiply the 8% to the salary. If the date will be from before 1/1/2013, if the hire date is before 1/1/2018, the bonus will be 4% of the salary. This is the second logic test. If the hire date is before 1/1/2023, the bonus is 2% of the salary. As I told you, when logic test will be increased or will be more than 2 logic tests, we use if function rather than if function. So here we are using if function because we have 4 conditions. First one is hire date is before 1/1/2013. Second test is hire date is before 1/1/2018. Third logic test is hire date is before 1/1/2023. And the fourth one is if these conditions are not met, then bonus will be 0. So let's do this step now. So we are supposed to use if function in cell J7 now. So we will go to J4 now, and here we are supposed to use the if function. Click on it, and now we will enter the 4 logic tests that are given in the instruction. First logic test is hire date is before 1/1/2013. So what is the hire date? Hire date is before 1/1/2013. So hire date is E7 if it is before 1/1/2013. If hire date is less than 1/1/2013, that is our condition number. Our logic test 1. So that is our condition number 1. Hire date is before than 1/1/2013. Means hire date is less than this one. So bonus will be 8% of the salary. So we will multiply 8% this one to the salary. So salary is this one. So our logic test 2 is if hire date is before 1/1/2018, bonus will be 4% of the salary. So hire date is E7 again. This one E7 less than 1/1/2018. Then our bonus will be 4% of the salary. This is the third condition. So we will enter this one. Now we will move to our third logic test. Now we will enter our third logic test. Our third logic test is if the date is before 1/1/2023, the bonus is 2% of the salary. So if the date that is hire date is E7 again, this one, and it is before 1/1/2023, this one, then bonus will be 2% of the salary. This one we will multiply this 2% to the salary, and our salary is this one. Forgot to multiply the salary here. We multiply the salary here as well. So first condition is less than 120 30, salary will be 8% of the bonus will be 8% of the salary. Then second condition, bonus will be 4% of the salary. Then fourth condition, and bonus will be 2% of the salary. Otherwise, it will be 0. So these are the 4 logic tests, and when we will click OK, we will get the result for this one. So you can see this one, higher date is this one, and we got the result. And now we will use the autofill handler to get the other values down to the column, this one. So that is our step number 7. Now we will move to our next step, and our next step is step number 8 now. In step number 8, it is saying that in cell K7 insert an AND function that evaluates if the title is manager and if the salary is less than $98,000. Insert the title as the text string and use the mixed reference to the 98,000 in cell G3. Test the AND function as the logic test with an if function. So basically we are supposed to use a nested bean combination of if and AND function to do step number 8. And if the result of AND function are true, if the condition is matching, then it will display due for a raise. Otherwise it will display nil. So use the fill handle, and we will use the fill handle to copy the function down to the column K without formatting. So let's do this step now and use the if and AND function in column in cell K7 now. So we will use the if function here, and it will be nested to a AND function, this one. So we will insert the values here. If function, and we will nest it to a AND function. And so it is saying that if the title is manager, so if D7 is equal to manager, and second condition is salary is less than 98,000. This is the salary. It should be less than 98,000. These are 2 conditions. So if it is due, it will show due for raise. So that is given in the requirements. It will show due for a raise. Due for a raise. Otherwise, it will show NA. So now we will click OK sign, and you can see that title is manager, but salary is not less than 98. So let me use the autofill handle without formatting. So we are supposed to use without formatting. Now you can see that due for raise. This one, title is manager, and also salary is less than 98,000. So it is showing due for a raise. Again, this one, you can see that title is manager and salary is less than 98,000. It it is due for arrays. So it is showing due for arrays, other are NA. So that is our step number 8, and now we will move to our next step. Our next step is step number 9 now. Step number 9 is display toStat map worksheet in cell J3. Insert the count a function to count the number of state abbreviation in the state column that match the state abbreviation in cell I3. So basically we are supposed to use the count a function in cell J3 to count the state abbreviation. Let me do this step and then we will copy the function down to the column J up to J6. So this is J3 and we are supposed to use the count if function here. Count if function. This one, and we will click on the insert function and our range will be state column, this one, and criteria will be I3. So we got this. Now we are supposed to copy the function down to column J up to J6. So copy this down to the column, and that is step number 9. And now we will move to our next step. Our next step is step number 10 now. Cell K3, insert the sum if function to total the salary column if the state column meets the state abbreviation criteria is I3. So we are supposed to use the sum if function to total the salary column if the state column meets the state abbreviation criteria in cell I3. So we will use the I3 as the criteria and we will use the sum if function to total the salary column. Let me do this step now. So this is K3 and we are supposed to use the sum if function here. So this is sum if function. And we will click insert function symbol. So our range will be this one. And our criteria will be I3 and our sub range will be the salary column, this one, and we will get the result. Now we will copy the formula down to the column and we will get the other values. That is our step number 10. So I have shown you 10 steps for this assignment. I solved 4 steps step by step, and if you want to do this complete assignment for you, just contact me and I will do this assignment for you. Now I am going to show you the final version for this assignment and I will give you an overview for the remaining steps. Let's go to step number 11 now. So step number 11 is saying that in cell J9 insert the average if function. Average if function to calculate the average salary if the title column meets the title criteria in cell H9. Use mixed and relative references correctly. So we are supposed to use the average if function in cell J9. So this is our J9 and we use the average if function because we are calculating the average salary. So for the account we got this one and for the manager we got this one. We got this one by using the formula, that is the average formula. So I am just giving you an overview for this, but if you want me to do this assignment for you, I can do this assignment for you. I have shown you all the steps, but now I am giving you an overview for this one, but I can show you the formula for this one. So this will be our average formula, this one. So our range will be, so we are using the column D, so our range will be from D to E8, our criteria will be H9. H9, this one, and our average range will be the salary function. So we got the values like this one, like this, we got this one by using the average function. That is our step number 11. Now let me show you step number 12. In cell J13, insert the counting function. So we are supposed to insert the counting function in cell J13. Calculate the number of accounts in the title column where the data in the higher date column was date before. So we are going to count the number of accounts before this date using the reference. So we will use the counting function in cell J13. Let me show you this one now. So J13 is this one, hired before this date, that is the requirement, we got 5. So that is our step number 12. Step number 13 is in cell J14, insert the sum if function to calculate the total amount in the salary column where the title contains the job title criteria and where the date in the hired column. So we are summing the salaries before this date and where the criteria is meeting. So let me show you the result for this one. J14 is this one, total hired, and it should be before this date, and this total sum will be this value. So this is step number 13. Let me show you step number 14 now. Step number 14 is in cell J14. Copy the function from cell J14 to cell J15. In cell J15, change the function name to average. So simply, when we use the sum function here, we will copy the function this one and we will change average function, and then for the high value we will change this function to the highest, and for the lowest value we will change this function to the lowest value. That is step number 16. So in step number 17, we will select the range and we will insert a field map. That will be this one. You can see that this is the field map. After that, we will change the title of the map to payroll by the state. So you can see this one. And after that, display the format data series cross pane and display map. Okay, this is the formatting of the chart. Then display the 3 finance worksheet in cell insert the PV function. So let me show you this one. So in cell E2 we are supposed to insert the function. This is cell E2. This one. So we calculated the loan by using the formula, that is the present value. After that, we are supposed to calculate in cell B8, enter the reference to cell B2, we will enter the reference to cell B2 in cell B8. So that is our step number. That is our step number 21. So in D8 we will use the IPMD function and we will get the values that we show you. This one, D8 is this one, and we will get the interest paid by using the IPMD function, and here we will use the PPD function to calculate the principal repayment. This one, PPMD function in D8. So I have shown you this complete assignment step by step, but if you want me to do this assignment for you, just contact me and I will do this assignment for you. Just contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID that I have mentioned in the description of this video. I will do this assignment for you, I will do this complete course for you, and I will produce the best grade for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video. Thank you so much.